So that's a
Perfect. Now
good
we
news.
got it.
It's going to be recorded, so we can go
Perfect.
back on it.
So now we have to be official. So welcome everybody. Hey, on behalf of Wendy, Judy, Lisa, and myself, we just want to welcome everyone. And again, we wanted to put this short call together tonight, recognizing that we've had our own little challenges with the new website, and you may be experiencing some of the things that we do. I won't profess to be an expert on any of this, but we're going to go through some of the basics. So hopefully this will help. If we've dealt with some of the issues, maybe you guys have too. And as I was mentioning before, if you don't mind, let's hold our questions till the end of the call, and then we can just do an open Q&A session, okay? But what we're going to start with is with me sharing my screen, hopefully. And I'm just going to take us through a quick walkthrough, if that's okay. And it all starts with login. And by the way, for anybody that doesn't know, this is the Sunrider, www.sunrider.com. This is what comes up. It's the new generic look of the website. It has a revolving banner here, you know, with all the little promotions you would expect to see. You can scroll down, and if you're interested in looking at some of the products, you can hit those links, the business over here. This is a spot where it talks about preferred customers, and they even put a few of the favorites for people here on this particular page. It talks a little bit about philosophy of regeneration, all the things that we're familiar with as being part of Sunrider. They even have a section here on the philanthropy that Sunrider's involved in, which is kind of nice, and a lot of people like to see that. But that's what the new generic Sunrider page looks like. So the most important part is in the login, and everybody should have received from Sunrider an email with a new login ID and password. Okay, if you haven't, then there's a process through info@sunrider.com or by calling them where we can get that information sent to you. But I'm going to go ahead and just hit the login here, and like I would do every morning. And let's pray it works. Success, hooray, okay. Why that's important is it now loads the site for me. And even though the name of my Sunrider business is a little bit backwards, it's Options Management International. All of that's right here. And the first thing I wanted to share with everybody is when you click right here next to your name, once you've logged in, there's a little arrow there. And I'm going to go to My Account. And what that does is it gives me some options. First of all, if I had a pretty picture of myself, or better yet, my wife and daughters or something I wanted to put in here, I can edit that and I can put in a personal picture, okay? The other thing I can do is I need to verify, yeah, that's the name of my company, that's my ID number, that's our email address. And probably the most important part of this page as I look at it is this right here. It's this personalized website. For those of you that have been around a while, you guys maybe remember what was originally called our replicator websites, which then became our IBO pages. And again, I should probably be careful because I am recording this, but I never found either of those sites to be very robust. I didn't like them. I didn't like the look of them. Okay, you know, it was just, could be a personal thing, but I just never responded well to them. This is a very important URL right here, because what it does, it connects everyone we send it to directly to us, okay? And why that's going to be important, and Wendy, I assume you still want me to do this, is show people how to use that URL.
Yes,
and
please.
what they can do with it. Yeah, because one of the things you have to understand, if we were to go back to that beginning login page, the Sunrider page, okay, anybody that hits that and wants to join or order are going to be ordering or joining directly to Sunrider. This becomes our personal, who we are. Anybody I send this to, automatically when they click that link is going to be connected to me, just like they would be when Wendy sends out hers, or Lisa's, or Judy's, or any of you. And that's why I wanted you to see where you can find this. So again, it's under this tab, under My Account, and it's right here. And if you guys don't mind, I'm just going to take a second. I'm going to hit this link, okay? And hopefully Zoom will follow what I'm doing here, but it opens up a separate window. And this is a window directly under me. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come up here to the window, the search bar. I'm going to edit and copy that. And then I'm going to go back to AOL. I'm one of the few in the world that still uses it. And I'm going to go edit, paste. So if I want to send my personal Sunrider URL to somebody brand new, I've just talked to them. Hey, Wendy, you know, you need to hear about this great company. I've talked to you about Fortune Delight and Cali Tea. I'm going to send you a link to hit so you can see that. Now, just for fun, I'm going to send it to me if I can get my address in there properly. And then I'm going to show you guys what happens. Okay, so let's see if AOL will populate that for me quickly. And it did. Okay, so there's the email I just got in from somebody that wants to share Sunrider with me. I'm going to hit that email, and all of a sudden it takes me to, again, this new page. But the cool thing is it's under me, okay? Just like Sandra, if you sent out yours, it would be under you. Wendy, you send out yours, it would be under you, okay? And what I can do here is a couple of things. As a brand new person looking at Sunrider, I could go, well, you know, Wendy, thank you. You know, you mentioned to me that Fortune Delight, and you said maybe the first thing I should do is hit the shop. Okay, I'm going to do that. I'm going to go under food and drinks. Oh, there's that Cali Tea you mentioned. Well, there's the Fortune Delight. Okay, I'm going to hit details. And the cool thing about this is, because I'm a brand new person, I'm not joined yet. Sunrider is going to show me the suggested retail price for a 10-pack. It'll show me the preferred customer price, and it'll show me the IBO price. And here, just like we've always been able to do, I can pick, do I want original in a 10-pack? Do I want the 60-pack? Do I like lemon? Do I like raspberry? Whatever it is I want. But the cool thing is it shows me all three prices. So I'm going to add that to the cart. It tells me up here, I've just added something to my cart. So I'm going to click on the cart. Oops, hold on. I'm going to click on the cart. It's going to show me that there's that Fortune Delight in there. Just for fun, I'm going to go to checkout, okay? So even though my computer recognizes me, if I was brand new, it would have you look at this. It would say, okay, I can be a retail customer, and I remember that retail price. It was higher than the others. Oh man, I can become a preferred customer. It'll cost me $19.95, but I can save 5 to 10% right today on this order. Or, you know, Wendy mentioned to me this whole idea of doing a business, and I'd really like to share Sunrider. She had suggested independent business owner. That was the best discount I saw a second ago, so I'm going to do that. It'll cause you then to log in to establish your account, just like if you were a brand new person going to Amazon or Best Buys or wherever you might do your online shopping. This is set up exactly the same way. Okay, so I just wanted you guys to see what that URL would do for you when you clicked it. So that's the process that I use when I'm sharing with other people. Now it looks like I closed the wrong window, so bear with me just a second. I'm going to log back in again. And
while you're doing that, can you hear me?
I can.
While you're doing that, also you can sign somebody up yourself if you go in and you have logged in, and then if you want to have somebody join, you can put them in also. So that's another way of doing it.
Exactly. And for instance, Wendy, to your point, okay, I'm logged back in as me now. Now they could do the join from that link I sent them, okay, where we found under our account, my account stuff. Or if I've got them here at my house with me, for instance, I can hit this little green plus over here. It opens up a brand new window under me, which then lets me hit join. They can see the three options with details on really what the benefits to a preferred customer or IBO is. Again, some cool features associated with this. Now, a couple of, go ahead.
The other thing they had on that, it said reactivate account.
Right, so
that's nice.
It is. So, you know, through inactivity, if I've fallen back to preferred customer or to retail customer, and I'm looking at this again, I can reactivate my account and sign up again, however I want to, as a PC or an IBO. So it's a great way to do it. So again, here is after I've logged in, here's our front page, or what we call our dashboard, all right? And there's some cool things on this. For instance, if you're interested, okay, where are the weekly webinars? What's coming up in July? Well, the 16th has happened, the 20th, it's today. So I guess the next thing Sunrider is doing is we're gonna have a product focus call with Dr. Ruben Chin at 12 p.m. on the 23rd. We're gonna have a tea talk with Lisa Hendrickson on the 24th. So again, I can look and I can access these things. Better yet, hey, I heard that Ruben did a great call in the month of June on men's health products. I'd like to listen to that again. There it is. Okay, I can click this link and it'll play that call for me again. So where did I find all that? It was right here after I've logged in on my dashboard under weekly webinars. Now this is one of a few different places it'll take you to the same thing, but I like it that it's right up front. The other thing I like about the dashboard, and forgive me, I'm going to share with you guys some personal information, okay, is one of the things I like to do every day is I want to find out what my PV is. I want to find out what my DV is. I want to find out what my rank is today. I want to know how many builder legs. Do I have any Ace Royals or Heroes or Hero Elites in my group? All of that is right here under your matrix, which again is on the dashboard when you sign in. The other thing that I think is really cool is it shows me here on the 20th of the month that I'm 86% of the way to the rank, my next rank, which would be Icon Elite, which just tells me because of all of this, I'm already qualifying as Icon today, but heck, I want to be an Icon Elite. So, you know, that's what I want to focus on for the next, what do we have, 31 days in July? The next 11 days, okay? Now, what the heck does Icon Elite mean? If you click on View Promotion, okay, it'll show me what it takes to be an Icon. It'll show me the requirements for Icon Elite, and it shows me where I'm lacking is in my downline volume. So I know if I want to reach that rank, I need to increase my downline volume. So again, it's just one more cool function that we can see right here on our dashboard. The other things, it shows me who's joined my organization in depth in the last week or in the last few days. If I'm curious about, let's see, has the order I placed 3 days ago, has that shipped? Oh, there it is. Yep, it shipped. Okay. Recent team activity. It'll even show me as of today what my check would be at my current rank. Okay. So again, there's a ton of information right there on our dashboard. All right. To help you. The other thing I wanted to go back to for a second under my account is not only does it let you locate where that cool personalized URL is that you want to send to everybody, but for instance, if you wanted to have another address in under your name, like my sister and I have an office in Phoenix, but I ship a lot to my address here in Tucson. I added that as another address. Direct deposit. We like to have our checks for direct deposit. And if any of you guys want to send any money to that account number at that routing number, please feel free. Okay. But that's how you do that. The other thing is under payment methods. You can put in your credit card. If you normally do this, I always do. I want to make it easy when I go to place an order. I put my credit card information in here. When I go to check out, it's automatic. It brings up card ending in 1164. That's the one I want to use. Bang. It's easy to do, so I don't have to enter my credit card data every time I want to place an order, okay? So again, those are just a few of the functions that you're gonna find under that My Account scenario under your name, okay? Now you'd also bring up your profile and you can log out and do all those kind of things, but let's go back to dashboard for a second. One of the other things we just wanted to go through with you guys, and we kind of touched on it a little bit earlier with the URL, but once you're logged in, I've had people say, Mac, okay, I've got my login ID and password. I can get to my dashboard, but I really don't know how to place my order, you know? So it's simple. We go right here to this icon, which says shop. Let's click on it. And now I'm gonna hold my breath that it does something. Yes, it does. Okay, it brings us over here. And again, we can kind of pick by category products that we might want if they're not shown here on the favorites list underneath. All right.
Matt, were you gonna give an example of something that might be harder to find for those of us that are used to the
Yes,
other?
ma'am. I think that's a great idea. And we had a perfect example because I was looking for toothpaste the other day, and I thought, well, heck, I'll just plug it in the search part. It has to be that simple, right? Not so simple. Search results not found. So I
I
said, well,
wonder if you
okay,
put in Sun Smile.
you know, let's try it. I don't think so because I did try that, but maybe it's changed because they might connect the two words. There they go. Just for fun, we'll hit it again. Very creative, Lisa, but no such luck. Okay. So I figured, okay, toothpaste, body, right? So I hit, you know, body in beauty, scrolled down over here. I'm going, okay, I'm not seeing it under skincare. Oh, here we go, body care. Click on oral and look what I find. Okay.
Yeah,
Everything
because
from
teeth are part of your body.
Yes, they are. So it's everything from Sunny Days to the various toothpaste to our whitening gel to refresher drops to Sun Smile tabs. So the oral product line is listed right there. Again, you guys, take a little time with this. I mean, look around. You'll find everything you want. It might take a little patience. It's a little bit different than it was before, you know, but again, it's all right here. And something like, let's try One Delight. Let's see what happens when we plug in Fortune Delight. Okay, now that one's a little bit more popular, Dave. Okay, so that brings up all the Fortune Delight categories that you can possibly want. Everything is peach, but don't get me started there because that was my
Is it
favorite.
available?
Yeah, I'm not going to say a word. Okay.
Also, it's good to note it's now alphabetical because we were kind of used to the pictures coming
Right on. So,
all willy-nilly, but now it's alphabetical.
well, to your point, Judy, let's just click on food and drink. You're right. Cali to Dr. Chin, Secret Sauce, to Electrosport and Evergreen, Fortune Delight, Liqua 5, New Plus. Judy, right on. It's all alphabetized right there. Excuse me, under each of these categories, finishing up with VitaShake. So again, play around with this thing. Don't be afraid of it. Do a test order. You don't have to check out if you don't want to, you know, I mean, you can play it. And by the way, the checkout process, well, hey, shoot, let's just play with it for a second, okay? Let's do it again, all right? So it's under me, so I know this is gonna be my order. I'm gonna bring up Cali details, okay? I'm going to hit add to cart. It confirms up here that it's been added. And I mentioned
Did you pick a flavor? I can't see.
I didn't, but let's do it. It just came up
Because
original.
that's just a little bit tricky.
Yeah, just for fun, let's go mint 60 pack. And I'm going to add that to the cart too. Again, it shows me it's been added. The reason I keep on mentioning that it shows me up here is I had a couple of people call me this week saying, oh, it didn't add it to the cart or it lost it somehow. And I'm going, that happened to me before too, because I didn't hit the button at the right place. So again, it will confirm for you that it's been added. So I got two things in there. Let's just go there, okay? I'm gonna hit checkout. And here comes the details, all right? It's gonna show, let's see, drop ship to Tatum. No, I don't want it to Tatum. I want it to go to that Como Drive in Tucson address I put in earlier. I loaded it up there. UPS ground, yeah, I can live with that, okay? But if I wanted to change it, I could, but ground is fine. I'm gonna hit next, as you would expect. You remember where I mentioned putting my details in before on my credit card? Yep, that's the card I wanna use right there. Because I've already put my CV code in and everything, it populates the whole field. I'm gonna hit continue. Now it's going to show me ship to options management, Como Drive in Tucson, that credit card. There's the two products I wanted. Here, just like before, that's where I see my CV or my QV. So if anybody's curious about their QV on a particular order, they can see it right there before they place it. You can see the subtotal, total due with order, confirm and pay. I'm not going to do this because I really don't need Cali right now, but I wanted you guys to see the various steps to see how easy it is. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
did you figure out how to do the favorites list?
let's go back there. Favorites. Let's check it out. Okay. I haven't added anything yet. So let's go back a couple steps. All right. Let's take it right back to here. So food and drink. Let's go to Cali details and let's see what happens Because no is the simple answer to your question, Lisa, but let's see if we can figure out how to do it. Okay, favorite list.
Well, it says create a new list right there.
Create a new list. Let's click on it. Title. Let's go my list. Oops, come on, Mac. Well, apparently it doesn't want to give me a space there, but that's okay. I still know it. It's my list. Okay, now what am I going to do with it? I'm going to click on it. No items is shown. How the heck do we get them in there? That's a good question. So let's go back to shop. Let's go over here to food and drink. Let's go back to Callie. And I believe I told everybody in the beginning this was going to be a learning exercise, right? And it is. Okay. So let's see. I don't want to add it to auto ship. Just for fun, that you can see if somebody wanted to see the product fact sheet, it's right there. You can click on it. There's got to be the way to add that to favorites, Lisa.
You have to find the heart.
Yes. So
Right up on the left
right
of
up
the
on
picture.
the left.
See the heart? It's white.
Oh,
Hit it.
I do.
Then
Add
you
it to
choose.
my list. There we
Got
go.
it.
So I
What?
betcha if we go to favorites, we go to my list. There it is. Thank you.
Wait, I missed that. What did you do?
The heart.
Okay.
Find the heart.
We're going to go back a couple steps. The heart right up here. See, when I brought up Callie to order it, to add it to my
Very
cart,
cool.
before it was in, it was clear, okay? When I clicked it, it added color to it. So it became part of my favorites. Is now it asked me if I wanted to put it to default or to the new one I created, which was my list. Or if I wanted to create a new list with favorites. Again, you guys, we have to play around with some of this, but this is fun because I just learned something brand new right now.
Eula, did you already do this?
Yes.
Oh, goodness.
Awesome. Okay.
Art
Well,
event.
hey, you guys jump in. If we're not knowing something you
Wow.
want to share, okay, please do. So
I
again,
would never have guessed that heart.
that's kind of the order thing. I'm going to go ahead and just clear my basket so I don't have anything in there anymore. And if you wanted to do auto ship, it allows you to do that. But let's go back to dashboard for just a second. Okay, we talked about the My Account function. We did the shop online stuff. We showed everybody where their URL was under My Account. And again, guys, I can't overemphasize how important that URL is, because really you don't want to send anybody to the generic Sunrider site. You want to send them to your Sunrider site, all right, is where you want people to go. So just
But
for
do
fun,
you want to tell them what happened to me?
well, yeah, please, Wendy, share. You have an experience there.
Well, it was just that the first day I didn't really understand that you had to sign in first, and then it becomes your site. So I signed up 2 people, and then I realized after I signed them up that there was no place for sponsor. So where did they go? You know, and so I just emailed to info@sunrider.com and gave them the ID numbers, and they said to me, that's fine. They went to a waiting room, and then they assigned them to me as soon as I identified that. So if that should happen, you know, you won't lose them unless you didn't know that they were even yours and they were even going there. But Judy made a good suggestion too, that you could have them make a copy, you know, and so then there's that, you know, could send it in that way.
We can still, by the way, have somebody print out a physical application form, okay? And I think that's what you were referring to, Wendy, by making a copy of it. Once
Yes.
it's copied. Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. So that can still be done with no problem. And again, you guys, Sunrider is going to work with us. I mean, if you know, and there was an error made on the sign up, but you know that Jane Doe is your person, you can notify them just like Wendy did, and they'll do everything possible to connect that person where they absolutely belong. And kind of needless to say, but I'll go ahead and put it out there, one of my comments and suggestions back to Sunrider on what I'd like to see changed with the website is that they still put a sponsorship option for anybody that clicks on the normal Sunrider website, just in case. I mean, why not have that as another field? Now, I know they've tried to simplify the process because that was a big complaint, but you know, hey, put it in there. It gives somebody at least the chance to put in their sponsor's name, whether they remember it correctly or not, you know? So anyway, that's what we're doing there. Couple other things we wanted to share with you folks. And again, the next category, organization. I'm not going to go too deep into this, but when you pull up the pop-down window, you're going to find a lot of cool things that I haven't figured out what they even do yet. All right. Up to and including one that I, under the previous website, looked at every single day, all day long, which was an account management report. Now, when you do this, it's going to give you choices of generations if you have a big group, or personal group if you don't. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it under generations. The only thing I've been able to figure out so far is if you click level, it will show all of my first level, second level, and if I go to page 2, it'll bring up my third and fourth level, and it'll go down in depth. But what I can't, or what I haven't figured out how to do yet is like under, well, Carol DeFrancisco, please forgive me because I'm going to use you as an example. Ideally, if I was looking at Carol and her group, I would want to be able to look at the generations under Carol, and more importantly, the personal groups under each of those people, just so again, at the end of the month, I can help them with their business. Oh, hey, Carol, you want to be an Ace Royal this month. You only have 600 in your PV. You need to make sure you get up to 800. Now, that's not the case for Carol this month because she's already there. But that's the kind of thing I like to look at each month, like a lot of you do too. You know, you may want to look at your personal group, and if you see somebody that has an order as an IBO at $498, you're going to want to remind them that if they can get up to 500, they can earn a 5% retail sales bonus, you know? So again, we need to be able to look at our groups closer. And I have talked to Jose about this. They are working to populate what they call the genealogy, okay, with all of this. So I'm sure within the next couple of days, they'll come out. Jose will probably release a new 3-minute tutorial video that shows us how to do all this. At least that's what I'm hoping for, because this is data we all need to be looking at every month, just so we can help the people in our group to make sure they don't miss a bonus or that they're getting what they're supposed to, you know? So that's under organization. I mean, you can click on some of these things like IBO report will list all of your IBOs with their addresses and phone numbers. Same for preferred customers and retail customers. There's some cool things down here like under organization report and title report, but they make no sense to me right now. So I'm not even going to go there. All right. So anyway, there's just, that's something else you'll want to start looking at. I would focus on account management under organization. And again, just start playing with it. There's some filters here that I haven't, again, really figured out how to use. And Jose wasn't a lot of help to me on some of this stuff. So I think the company's learning as well. All right. So anyway, that's under organization. A couple other things we wanted to share with you guys. Under training, there's some cool stuff here. You guys may remember Lisa Hendrickson has developed a lot of tools in the last 1.5 years for us, okay? Everything from the daily wellness system to the simple interview techniques to how to do a host party and success guides. All of that stuff is all right here. It's either under these icons, or if you wanted business basics, for instance, you know, it'll give you all the things on how to join Sunrider. What do you first want to do with a team member? Again, it's all the stuff that Lisa Hendrickson created for us that you may or may not want to use depending on how you like to approach your business. My sense with all the things that Lisa has done is I like a lot of them. The stuff I like, I'll use. The stuff I don't, I won't. It's got to fit with my personality, or more importantly, the personality of the person I'm talking to. So again, check this stuff out. You may find some stuff you really like there. Social media, do you use social media? If so, maybe there's some tools in here, some simple posts that you can use, you know, how to get started with Facebook on meetups. Again, check some of the stuff out. It doesn't hurt to spend a little time and hit some of these links. More importantly, perhaps, is under business. Okay, where's the business guide? Where's the company profile? Where's a product catalog? Where is a bank draft form? Where is a fast start brochure? You know, where's an infinity compensation plan brochure? Or where is a price list? Okay, all the price lists are right here under applications and price lists. If you want to, if you're with somebody and you want them to physically fill out the application form, there's an IBO application form, there's a PC, and there's a retail customer. So again, all of that's under training. Just don't be afraid to hit a couple of these categories and see what comes up. All right. So all of those things are right there. Company news, not that they update this as often as I'd like to see them do it, but you know, here's some of the more current news that they put in there. Events, this is something we hit earlier today, okay? If you're looking for a Sunrider event, you'd like to learn more about, hey, I heard Sunrider's doing something in Spain next year. I'd like to learn a little bit more about that, where you can hit learn more. There is, by the way, a Love, Share, and Grow rally that Sunrider Corporate is putting on next Tuesday, the 28th at 5 Pacific time, where they're going to talk about how to be involved in Sunrider, some of the benefits of our business, why now is the right time to be looking at network marketing type of businesses, etc. If you guys want to join that, you can hit learn more. It'll tell you a little bit more. And you do need, by the way, just so you can see it, you do need to register for the event. So register, they'll send you a link to it if it's something that you're interested in looking at. More so, remember earlier on, we hit that icon, weekly webinars. You can find that same information here. You can hit learn more. It'll bring up those same calendars we looked at before in terms of what's happening in July, what did happen in June, and in May. So again, you can do all that. If you want to see the full library, click on Digital Library of Webinars, and it'll show you the whole history of those things. So I guess the moral of the story is don't be afraid to hit some of these things here. Once you get into them like training, don't be afraid to hit some of these other paths and just see where it takes you up to and including, hey, you know, I really like the video Ruben did a year ago on soy. Where can I find that? It'll be under health and wellness tips for Dr. Ruben. Oh, cooking with Katie. You know, that was kind of fun. I remember Katie sharing a recipe 3 months ago on whatever. You can hit those at home with Katie. You're looking for a product fact sheet, Sunrider products. You know, it's also going to be, let's see if we can find them. Where else were they? Where were product? Well, there's the catalog. Oh, it's probably going to be under the shop online pages where we'd find the product fact sheets for each of the products you want to click on. So all of that will be there. And again, you guys, that's kind of the quick down and dirty 30-minute tour of the new website. And I am going to stop sharing my screen. I want to thank you all for being on the call, and I am going